Wanted to do another video on the Olympia tap handles for you. I've covered a couple of those ones recently, and I'll be using the other ones for reference. But this is the one that I'm touching on in this one. This one is similar to the other ones in a number of respects, but there's a couple of things that are notable for this. First of all, for the Olympia taps, this is similar to a standard design that they do. So lucite, we've got that flat on the back, and then on the front is worth noting that it's actually curving inwards from side to side. So instead of curving outwards, so kind of more recessed on the edges and then wider on the center, it is the opposite. So just worth calling that out. This is a standard shape that the Olympia uses for, or used for, a number of their tap handles. And then also very important to call out here that with this one, it does have the threading on the insert side with the lucite, but you do have that insert as well. So for this particular tap handle and a couple of these other ones, you do want to make sure that you've got that insert so that you've got the normal 3/8/16 threading in case you're using it on a tap or with an adapter or anything like that. Another thing that I wanted to point out here is the design and the reflective material that they have here. First of all, this is an element that's kind of suspended in the lucite, so that's a common design that they do. So it's a printed element, and then that goes into the lucite, and then you get that nice little display on the front and the back. I did want to call out that this does have a number of reflective touches on it, which was has been very common for a lot of these vintage taps. You'll see that you've got some reflective element going on that horseshoe and the logo, and you also have some reflective element going on around the Olympia. The thing that I wanted to do as a little bit of a comparison here is that this is one of the other Olympia taps, and you'll notice that this one doesn't have really much of a reflective element going on. Obviously, there can be a difference if a particular tap handle has been out in the sun, exposed to the elements a lot, or anything like that. But if you look at these as well, it does appear that they are slightly different. So I don't know if we can have that fully side by side, but it does appear that these are different taps, that it's a slightly different design. So it's possible that this was just originally designed without as much reflective material.